Alright, here is our homework for today, and I don't want to go into too much detail because we talked about it in class. So, for example, problems 45 through 47, we're just using this formula. Remember, d equals distance, and that's what the question is. Find the distance equals rate times time. Now, rate, remember, is how fast you're going. In this case, like 45, 40 miles per hour, or in 46, 60 miles per hour. Times time, because we're just following the formula. Distance is rate times time. So we can tell right away 2 times 40, that's our rate, 40. Our time is 2. Notice miles per hour, we're using hours. That's awesome because now we've got units that are going to cancel out. And so we get 2 times 40, 80 miles. Okay. And by units that cancel out, if we look at the equation, here's what I mean. Distance equals, and I'll put my rate in 40 miles for every hour. I'm taking it times 2 hours. Sorry about that. I need to fix that spacing thing up there. There we go. And so when I multiply these, I get 40 on top times 2 on top. Okay, numerator times numerator. That's 80. And then hours will cancel with hour, or hours on the bottom. And my units are clearly miles, and that's the only unit I have left. And that works for all of 46 and 47 as well. Then in number 49, we've got to be a little bit careful. It's solve S equals D over T for time. So S equals D over T. I would take both sides times T. I get TS equals, and over here, this is in the numerator, this is in the denominator, so they just cancel because it's multiplication. And I'm solving for S. Well, I don't have S alone yet, so I divide by T. And I'll get S equals, for T, sorry. I was solving for the wrong thing. I'm going to solve for T. So I'll divide by S. And so T, again, numerator, denominator canceling, equals D over S. So there's a formula. Same formula we used up here, distance equals rate times time, except instead of using an R, they're using an S for speed, which still means your rate. So there I've solved it for time, and now they ask how long does it take a particle to travel? How long means how much time does it take to travel 55 meters? Well, up here in the original problem it says our particle traveled 55 meters, that's a D, at 22 meters per second, that's speed. So T equals distance, 55 meters, divided by 22 meters per second. So, I don't know, 5 over 2, or 2.5. Now the question is, what would be the units for this? Well, we're working in meters per second, and so this thing's going to be in seconds. And I'll explain how that stuff cancels. It's a little tricky to see how it works out. Alright, page 2, I hope I'm at the right, yeah, we're at number 50. I don't want to do all of these problems for you, but I will show you 50. Solve this equation for W with, well, here's our W's. So I want those two things on the same side. So I'll go S minus 2LH. So I subtracted that away from it, that term, equals 2LW plus 2WH. Then, this is a common factor, so I'll pull that out. So I have 2L plus 2H. Finally, to get W alone, I will divide by 2L plus 2H, both sides. And I get W equals S minus 2LH all over 2L plus 2H. And I'm done. So that's answer A. What's the width of the prism? Well, surface area is 220. That's the S, so I can plug that into the equation. Length is 10, that's the L, so I can plug that into the equation. And height is 4, so I can plug that into the equation. Then it'll tell me what it is. 51 you should not have a big problem with. I think we've seen this equation several times now, so you should be alright. And then we'll get to homework, but all you had to do is up to 51. So hopefully that helps out. Good luck.